You can hear me in there, but I got the whole power. Huh? Oh, okay, well, yeah, I got the whole power. Yeah, you good. I got the power. I said, you good. I got the power. Straight to the air. Oh, shit.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. give to Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. The give is to Elliott. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You said what?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Oh, let's go.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Second and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Forced out to his left.
Oh, shoot.
It's Rodgers here with a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
A
heavy set out
like
there. 3 tight
ends
ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And down inside the 15 he goes.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Look at that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's 15-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Here comes Rager. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll get this complete to Jalen Rager. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Open man, he's got it. That's Smith for the touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone.
Oh, that's game.
Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Oh!
This ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CD Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively.
I
know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender,
and that nigga fell on top of your dude.
Play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because remember it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone.
The first
you don't want to give
one
up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really
well.
No
way he jumped this.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
He said he ain't dropped shit.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Looking here for Smith downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Casey.
Everything deep.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Tenth carry now for Elliott.
Come on, nigga, press the
And he'll
dude.
get this one up to about the 39 here. 136 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a running play here with Lamb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Time out. Fuck. Damn.
And that'll set him back 5. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hurts. And he's got it. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts.
Looking
end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Watch this pick. Give me that shit. Yeah. Yes, sir. Get on
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Tyree Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown.
There's no way that ball made it there.
It's only a one-score game, third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
That's why. If I wouldn't have slid, when they slide the quarterback, got to get that there.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Lamb on the end around. Gets past, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Go, get out there. 57, Mike, 46. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 57.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
they tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh, I missed it.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now here's another interception. The ball comes out. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
What happened? What your dude stepped out or something? He must have stepped out when he picked it up or something. He had to. This nigga fumbled the fucking ball.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Well, Prescott here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Flush to his right. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
On the move to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. Throwing the outlet, incomplete. That's Jackson. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing here, Prescott.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a hold the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really